Most people have been conned into thinking they fail because they're lazy, but that's not true. We fail because our ambition exceeds our current capabilities. We try to change everything at once, and when it doesn't stick, we quit. I know how that feels. I've been there, burned out, frustrated, doubting myself, terrified of settling, wondering, what's wrong with me? Fast forward, and now I'm traveling the world in the best health of my life, building a solopreneur income, doing work I love, and everything changed for me with a single, simple habit that taught me the truth. You don't need more effort. You need the right system to build clarity, discipline, and belief. In this video, I'm going to share the simplest blueprint you can imagine to help you break through your limits and start building unstoppable momentum. According to a study from McKinsey, 82% of people abandon personal improvement programs within the first 30 days. I've been there myself with diets, workouts, business ventures. I'd start with incredible enthusiasm and then wouldn't get the results that I was expecting, but I would work harder and harder. A couple weeks later, still not getting the results. Over time, effort doesn't match the outcome. Naturally, you burn out and then you quit. And I have felt like a failure multiple times throughout my 40-plus year life. But a couple years ago, it actually got even worse for me. I lost my dad to cancer. The woman I thought I'd marry left me, and then I got laid off. So I hit the trifecta. I hit rock bottom. I was depressed. I was in the darkest, lowest place of my entire life, looking for any excuse to get out of bed in the morning. And then something miraculous happened. In passing, a friend invited me to a group challenge where we would hydrate, drink 2 liters of water every single day, exercise for 30 minutes a day, and read for 15 minutes a day. And at this time, I needed something. I needed anything to help take my mind off of grief and feeling absolutely horrible about myself and the life that I had been left with, not knowing what am I going to build and what is my purpose for even going on. So I accepted the challenge. And I had no idea at the time that something so simple would completely rewire my mindset and not only help me get through that period of my life, but catapult me onto a trajectory that has changed everything for me. At the end of that challenge, I looked better, I felt better, my confidence had grown, and I had 3 habits that I had learned that I can handle this every day. And in fact, I've got the whole rest of my day left. What else can I add into this habit stack? How else can I continue to grow? And for the first time in my life, I started to have the energy level and the enthusiasm and the understanding that it's not working harder and hustling harder and harder and harder and working yourself into the ground that's going to get you where you want to go. It's actually simplifying and utilizing everything that you've got in the most efficient way possible to be able to compound growth over time. And so it's doing less more consistently that has changed my life. And if you can believe it, I have actually stacked 16 daily habits. So when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is drink 40, 50 ounces of water just to kind of get my brain going. And then I do 10 to 15 minutes of Duolingo, math, and puzzles to exercise my brain, to kind of wake things up, get things spinning for the day. And from there, I go right into a 30-minute workout. After waking my body up now, I meditate and I calm down and I let all of the thoughts that are entering my mind go. I get some clarity and gratitude and excitement and enthusiasm for the day. And from there, I'll take a cold shower to rejuvenate my muscles and wake me up and stimulate my nervous system. After that, I will go plan what is the one most impactful thing that I can do today to put future me in a better position. And that's where all of my focus goes. And so I will spend 1 hour writing, which fuels all of the creative work that I do. I will eliminate all of the distractions, so no social media, no email until I get the most important stuff that I need to get done complete for the day. I will fast and not eat my first meal until the afternoon. In the afternoons, I will cook and I will eat 2 whole foods, plant-based, super healthy meals that make me feel great and give me the energy that I need. And then I will go for a walk outside and get sunlight, get rejuvenated and start to calm my mind again and feel a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the day. Get that outdoor energy that just soothes your soul. From there, I will connect with a loved one. It could be a quick text message. It might be a quick phone call. It could be messaging a friend, but I will in some way try to have a positive impact and just say, hey, hope you're doing well. Keep up the great work. Or, I'm here for you if you need anything. Some way to connect with another human being and to create value. And then I will journal. So I will have a stream of consciousness from day to day to be able to understand what were my goals, what were my wins, what did I learn? And then in the mornings, I'll look at that again so that I can remember and build on that knowledge. And then lastly, getting 8+ hours of sleep. So all of those habits over time would have seemed completely overwhelming to old me. In fact, if I would have started, I probably would have quit after the first couple days because that's just a lot. But when you stack it on over a period of a year or two, and when you start with a single habit and you build up, then it's much more easy to comprehend because you're building those capabilities. You're rewiring your mind. And so instead of getting burned out, you've retrained yourself to focus on smaller inputs that deliver compound results over time. And I want you to think about LeBron James, Alex Hormozi, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Each of them, where they're currently at, is absolutely incredible. What they are capable of, the time and attention and the multiple business lines and the multiple ventures and the new paths they've taken and serving more people in different ways over time and having all of these skills and talents that they've built and the physical and mental shape they're in to be able to do what they do for a prolonged period of time. There is no way that I could handle that right now. But I understand for the first time in my life how they got there, and it was building those habits. My challenge to you is to start incredibly small. And over the next 3 weeks, I want you to pick something like making your bed. It's small, but it takes 1 minute and it gives you a sense of pride and it creates a standard of excellence that you can achieve every day that takes just a little bit of extra effort. And every time you do it, you get to go check the box and you're going to feel great about yourself. So I want you to create a 3-week checklist for you. And week 1 every day is incredibly simple. Anybody can do this. You make your bed in the morning. That's it. You can absolutely do that. And that's all I want you to do for 1 week is just check that box every single day. After a week, I want you to stack a habit onto that. And this time, I want you to pick a 30-minute block. And for that 30 minutes, you could go for a walk, you could exercise, you could read, you could learn. I want you to do something that creates value for your mind or your body, career, or business. And every single day, you're going to do that for 30 minutes. And it's going to be more challenging, of course, than making your bed. But every day for the next week, I want you to persist through that. I want you to set a timer. I want you to block your calendar. And I want you to get that done. Same time every single day. Make that something you do earlier in your day if possible. So that, again, like making the bed, you have something to feel good about for the rest of the day. Okay? So we get to week 3, and now you're going to stack your third habit. Your third habit is going to be journaling. And in that journal, every evening before you go to bed, I want you to think through the wins that you had throughout the day. Something to feel good about. It could be I enjoyed a cup of coffee. It could be I felt amazing after my workout or my writing session. I got, half of a blog post written, or I was able to learn about this or that relative to my craft. I want you to think through your day and the different interactions you had with people, the moments that made you grateful, the times that you did that made you smile, the things that maybe made you feel negative, the things that caused you stress, the things that you spent 45 minutes thinking about the worst thing that happened in your day. And now you're going to write down the wisdom you had, which is, wow, I wasted 45 minutes arguing about this, and all that did was make my life worse. And that's going to be a stream of consciousness for you, an awareness level that you then carry into the next day. So in the morning, when you read that journal, you're going to see what you learned from the day before. And each day that goes by, you're going to reinforce those things so that you're more aware of what's going on inside your mind, inside your body, how different changes to your environment or different habits or actions that you do, how they affect you mentally, physically, energy level wise. When you become aware of those things, and now you've got these 3 habits, then what's happening is you are beginning your day with something positive. You are growing in some way with the second habit. And then in the third, you're becoming aware of how you're growing and how things are happening. And now you've got 3 really, really powerful habits after 3 weeks. Plenty of reasons, 21 days to feel great about yourself. 3 iterations of adding something to prove to yourself that you can handle it. And now you've got 23 hours and probably 15 minutes left of your day to start stacking new habits. And I've given you a bunch of ideas with my average day. You can do all of this. And the real powerful thing here is that it starts with 1. That breeds consistency, and that breeds positivity, and that breeds just a little bit of confidence. And then you stack the second one, and now you start to actually feel better. You start to think differently. Your energy levels increase, your creativity increases, and you reinforce another habit that makes you feel good about yourself and shows you that you don't have to change everything at once. You just have to get 1% better, and repeat it and repeat it. And it's also training your mind to focus on the inputs, the things that are going to drive the outcomes you want, but now you are concentrating and focusing all of your energy and all of your time on the things that you are now becoming aware of through your journal that are having a positive and productive and compound impact on your life. So in 3 weeks, you can do what I did, and you can have a foundation to unlock an even better, more capable version of yourself than you could ever imagine. And you and me will not be LeBron James, Alex Hormozi, or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in 6 months. They weren't them in 6 months. It took them decades to become who they are now, and they will continue to evolve just like you and I will. What matters is that you begin to rewire how you approach success and how you approach life. And this is a powerful gift that you can absolutely do. And I hope you will start right now. Take this challenge, 3 habits, 3 weeks to change your life. And I hope that you will get started. Let me know how things are going. Let me know how you do after day 1. Give me a 1 down there in the comments if you actually took on this challenge. Give me a 2 if you're on day 2, and get me all the way to 21 if that's what it takes for you to have the accountability you need to be able to celebrate that, because that's what this channel is all about, is finding ways to live a happier, healthier, more empowered life and to stack habits that give you more freedom, balance, and joy in your life. And I'm here to go on that journey with you. So if you liked this video, if you want more content like this, I would really appreciate a like, and be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.